Mapanood na nga mamaya yan.
Oo nga eh.
Monday,
Actually,
Panoorin na natin,
na-promote lalo yung film.
Of course. And Jericho Rosales and pelikulang Filipino, No to Piracy. Kung uso pa ba ang piracy, pero
Di na
No
uso
to
yun.
Piracy. Ay, hindi pa ba? Panahon ko yun, no? Yung mga fake.
Natin.
Wag na.
Uy, uso pa rin. Ang
Pero
daming
bawal.
nagda-download ng walang
Ay,
authority.
that's bad, guys.
Wag na, tama na. Safe weekend. Thank you to Cez, Jean, to Pauline, the big story. Okay, tonight we've got updates from the NBA, including another Oklahoma City Thunder double overtime win, plus the latest from another doubleheader in a PBA Philippine Cup.
And we have the groundbreaking of a new arena that will soon be home to the UAAP.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Bea Escudero sitting in for Cheska Leton Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy Lee, Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Estevo for the
Well, for the first time in NBA history, a team has won back-to-back double overtime games to start the season. The defending champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, taking yet another thriller. This time, they beat the Indiana Pacers 141-135 in Indy in a rematch, too, of last year's NBA Finals. The Thunder had just come off a double overtime victory over the Houston Rockets in their season opener 2 days ago. Once again, it's that man right there. The reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who led the charge for OKC, went off for a whopping 55 points, a new career high, to go along with 8 rebounds and 5 assists. But SGA saved his best for last as he unleashed a flurry of buckets in the second OT. As for the Pacers, though, Benedict Mathurin and Pascal Siakam tallied 36 and 32 markers respectively, all for just a losing effort. OKC has outlasted Indy in 7 games in last season's championship round.
I'm tired, but it's expected, and I'm like it's a good way to like break the ice on the season, shake the rust off, kind of like bust the lungs out, like get my cardio back. So yeah, it's not ideal. 4 extra overtimes in 2 games, but we'll take it. 2 W's. Yeah, I was just aggressive downhill. This team pressures a lot. Notorious for that. And I was getting fouled. They were fouling me, and I was just taking advantage of it. No different than any other night. Like I attack. I'm always going downhill. That's probably number 1 on my scouting report. And I was just being aggressive. Obviously, having a lot of guys out, knew I had to put my aggressive foot forward, and I wanted to do so tonight, and did enough.
The Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets also needed extra time to decide a winner. Only 1 OT period here, though, with the Dubs outlasting the Nugs 137-131. Steph Curry hit a booming 3 late in regulation to force the extension. The Chef cooked up 16 points, spanning from the 4th quarter all the way to OT. Curry finished with a total of 42 markers to go with his 6 rebounds and 7 assists. The 10 points, including 10 made threes out of 11 attempts. Gordon broke a franchise record for most points in a season opener. The record was previously held by Alex English, who scored 47 in 1985. The Warriors have now won 2 in a row to start the season.
Meanwhile, in other NBA news, Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier have been arrested for their alleged involvement in illegal gambling. The arrests are part of a wide-ranging crackdown on illegal sports betting and rigged poker games. Authorities have apprehended Rozier about a week ago for allegedly participating in unsanctioned betting using insider NBA information. Billups is charged in a separate indictment involving an extensive scheme to rig underground poker games that were backed by the mafia. Billups and Rozier could face up to 20 years in prison if found guilty of wire fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering conspiracy. They're currently placed on leave by their respective teams. Blazers assistant coach Thiago Splitter will serve as Phillips' interim replacement.
Here at home in the PBA, the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters bounce back with a win over the Blackwater Bossing. Rain or Shine led by as many as 19 points, but Blackwater came alive in the second half to pull ahead for the first time late in the third quarter. The fourth quarter saw a game of runs till the Painters clamped down the Bossing late, forcing a series of turnovers to eventually build a 10-point advantage. Rain or Shine closed the game with a 19-6 run to claim the victory 110-100. This is Rain or Shine's second victory in 3 games and Blackwater's second loss in their 3 outings. Keith Datu top scored for the Painters with 20 points to go with his 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. Adrian Nocum, who was at the forefront of the relentless late-game defense, finished with 17 markers and 2 steals.
Coming off a loss last game, we really want to get back to our roots, moving the ball, setting good screens, doing the little things to help our team win. The experience coming into this game, we know what it takes to grind a tough one out. We had a lead, we lost it, and we battled back.
We just got our run at the right time. It was a tough end-game situation, but we were able to manage, to put together, as I said, a scoring run. Third quarter, they were making their threes, even their fours, and that's usually what your problem will be playing against Blackwater. Ang importante na nakabalik kami.
Meanwhile, it's the TNT Tropang 5G against the Titan Ultra Giant Risers in the second game of today's PBA doubleheader. Both teams struggled to score early on in the game, but TNT star R. Pugoy, his 3-point play with less than 10 seconds left in the opening period, gave TNT a very slim lead, 22-19. It's currently the second quarter of this game. Calvin Abueva is back for the Giant Risers after missing the last 2 games due to a hamstring issue. TNT is seeking win number 3, while Titan is looking to avoid losing 3 in a row.
Dave Ildefonso is headed to the Converge Fiber Xers. The PBA has approved a trade that gives Converge the rights to the former 5th overall pick. In exchange, they will send rookie Kobe Monje a second-round pick in the Season 51 draft and a first-round pick in Season 52 to the Titan Ultra Giant Risers. Ildefonso was selected by the then Northport Batang Pier in the Season 49 draft, but he has yet to play in the PBA as both camps were not able to reach an agreement. The Giant Risers, which acquired Northport's franchise entering the league's golden season, inherited the rights to Ildefonso. And with this trade, the 25-year-old could possibly join his father, PBA legend Danny Ildefonso, who of course is part of the Fiber Xers coaching staff. Dave is currently playing for the Abra Solid North Weavers in the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Well, Converge and Titan Ultra are among the 100 teams, 10 teams, not 100 teams, 10 teams that will see, dami naman ng 100 teams, that will see action this weekend. But first, the Magnolia Hotshots and the Terra Firma Jeep will get their turn. They will tip off Saturday's doubleheader at 5:15 p.m. Then the Fiber Xers will battle the Phoenix Fuel Masters at 7:30 in the evening. On Sunday, the Giant Risers will resume their campaign against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters at 5:15 in the afternoon. Then the NLEX Road Warriors will face the Meralco Bolts at 7:30 in the evening. Those 4 games will take place at the Inares Center in Antipolo. There will be a third Sunday game as the PBA heads to Dubai. Defending all Filipino champions, the San Miguel Beermen and the Barangay Never San Miguel will face off at the Coca-Cola Arena at 11 p.m. That will be Philippine time. Well, wherever the venue is, of course, you can still catch all games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. Grabe naman yung 100 teams. 10 teams lang. Nadagdagan ko ng 0. Well, coming up here on the show, the UAAP will soon have its own state-of-the-art arena. The league just broke ground for the new venue in Pasig City earlier today. More on that when play-by-play returns only here on One News. One News. Well, the UAAP breaks ground for a new arena set to open 2 years from now. Mobile journalist Amy Atienza tells us more about the Collegiate League's new home.
The University Athletic Association of the Philippines is finally taking their steps on their way home. The league broke ground for the site of its new arena Friday. The UAAP aims to host all events at the new venue located at a 1.8-hectare site along Amang Rodriguez Avenue in Pasig City. The venue, made in partnership with Signal and Akari Lighting, will have an infinity-shaped main arena to represent the 8 participating universities. It will also have other facilities that will help in hosting simultaneous events for the 18 sports included in the league.
We also want to introduce several sports amenities within the entire space by having training courts within the complex as well. So whenever the school, each colleges, whoever wins to the arena, their school will be featured. Their school will be featured basically, essentially, outside the facade of the entire structure.
Construction of the UAAP's new home is expected to be finished by the league's 90th season, hosted by National University, which happens in 2 years.
This will be the home of the makers of the dream, wherein a lot of the dreamers or the dreams of the student athletes will happen here. Yeah. We are hopeful that 2 years from now, National University will be the host school of the season 90. We are hopeful that this facility will be realized so that majority, if not all of the events will happen here.
But this arena, with its seating capacity of 8,000, is not just limited to the UAAP. Akari project leader Timothy Tan shares that even other events can be held at the venue.
So UAAP is our anchor tenant, but beyond collegiate sports, we are open to hosting other events such as concerts, entertainment shows, school graduation, and even corporate function.
The UAAP is already on its 88th season, holding its events in various venues such as the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City and the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City. Kapatid Amy Atienza, we are One News.
Exciting times ahead as the UAAP Season 88 basketball tournaments are set to resume this weekend.
A total of 8 games are on tap for the fans to enjoy. Here's a quick look at the schedule. Games will take place at the Mall of Asia Arena tomorrow. The Adamson Lady Falcons and the UE Lady Warriors will open the second round of the women's tournament at 11:30 a.m. Then it's their men's teams to turn to hit the hard court at 1:30 p.m., followed by the De La Salle Green Archers and the UST Growling Tigers at 4:30 p.m. La Salle and UST's women's teams will go head-to-head in the final game of the day at 7 p.m.
Then on Sunday, the UAAP will move to the USC Quadricentennial Pavilion in Manila. The Ateneo Blue Eagles and the defending women's champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs, will start things off at 11:30 in the morning. After that, their men's teams will take the stage at 1:30 in the afternoon. Then the defending men's champs, the UP Fighting Maroons, will take on the FEU Tamaraos at 4:30 p.m. Their respective women's teams will then face off for the last game of the weekend at 7 p.m. You can catch all 8 games on One Sports on the UAAP Varsity Channel and the Pilipinas Live app.
Meantime, in the PVL, the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells believe there is still plenty to be done even after their 3-0 start in the Reinforced Conference. Zeus Coffee brewed a major upset of the Korean Line Cool Smashers 25-27, 25-17, 25-20, and 25-22. At the center of it all was American import Anna De Beer, who fired 37 big points. AC Minor led the Thunderbells local core with 13 markers, while Riza Nogales added 7 points in the win. Despite the perfect start, Zeus head coach Jerry Yee is looking to clean up the team's mistakes in their next matches.
Masaya, happy. Ana had 4 errors, service. No. So, masaya, siyempre, nag-execute tayo, pero, so, nakikita ko yung mga lapses pa, yung kailangan natin itrabaho. Yung first contact namin, pangit first ball, service, yung mga errors ko nila, marami na. So, we'll try to address those. So, siyempre, meron kaming sasandalan. So, yung kumpiyansa, nabibuild. So, yung skills lumalabas pagka meron kang teammate na ganyan. So, ayun, everybody's stepping up. Siyempre, especially Anna.
The PBL Reinforced Conference will likewise resume this weekend with a doubleheader at the United Center in Montalban, Rizal at 4 p.m. The Signal Super Spikers, fresh off their own stunner over the PLDT high-speed hitters, will go for back-to-back victories against the winless Next-led Chameleons. No word yet on whether Signal will already have a new foreign reinforcement by then. The Super Spikers had to go all Filipino against the high-speed hitters after letting go of Eva Hantava. At 6:30 p.m., the unbeaten Farm Fresh Foxies will put their 3-0 record on the line when they take on PLDT. Both games will be live on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. The Philippines wins more medals from the Asian Youth Games. Find out more about the latest batch of big winners when play-by-play returns right here on One News.
You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Welcome back. Filipino billiards standout takes the spotlight in a day full of upsets at the first ever Philippine Open. Team Asia captain Django Bustamante delivered one of the day's most thrilling moments, stunning world number 1 Fedor Gorst in a hill-hill battle. Gorst missed the 9-ball on the final rack, allowing the Filipino legend to seal the win. But Bustamante's run came to an end after losing to Harry Vergara 10-8. 18-year-old AJ Manas continued his stunning rise by eliminating reigning world champion Carlo Biado 10-7 in the round of 32. The Reyes Cup MVP rallied from a 5-7 deficit, winning the last 5 racks to complete the comeback. Manas's run, however, ended in the quarterfinals as he lost to Scotland's Jason Shaw 11-3. The Philippine Open will run until October 25.
Very natural yun. Time for the highlights, Maya. Happy Friday! We've got the best plays from today's NBA doubleheader in tonight's highlight reel. Roll it right away. Let's go to Golden State against the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon, what a night for AG, knocking down the 3 to give them a 3-point lead with 25 to go in the fourth. Big night for Aaron Gordon, makes it there. AG monster night. He also had 8 boards and a block. Aaron Gordon, career high 50 points, 10 of 11 from downtown there. By the way, that was N1, 2 4-point play. But those will not be enough against Golden State. We'll find out why. Oh, whew, big 3 there. After this, okay, let's go to the Warrior side. Under 26 seconds to go. Denver up 3. Curry from deep. Bang, bang, bang. Good screen. Draymond Green on Murray. And then Curry doing what he does best. Man, best shooter ever. Steph Curry loving it, tying things there with 21 ticks to go. Whew. Grabe, layo. Parang all the way from Golden Gate Bridge yata yun eh. Well, they eventually won the game. 137-131 was the final score here. Curry, 42.6 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Steph Curry doing what he does best, putting the team against him. Night-night. Okay, punta naman tayo. Finals rematch. Oklahoma City Thunder against Indiana Pacers at Indy. Toppin, Siakam back to Toppin, the former slam dunk champ. 2-on-1. Dort couldn't do anything. As good on defense as he is. Wala siya magagawa doon. 2-on-1 break. Sabi ni Obi, just throw it up, pass call. And that's what Siakam did. Throw it up in the air to OB Toppin. Whew. Slam it down. By the way, this was in the second overtime. Gave Indy the momentum. Toppin had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in Indiana's gallant homestand. But this man, bad man, SGA. 4 minutes left in double OT. Another double OT game for OKC. Gets the foul on Mathurin. And at that point, Indy had no more challenges to use. Look at that. Veteran moves from SGA. Felt the momentum on Mathurin. Gets the bump, using the glass, banking it home. Career high for SGA, 55 points. The other day, he dropped 35. So 90 points on 2 days, 2 games for SGA. Winning also double overtime yun against Houston and now against Indiana. SGA with a 5th highest point output in the first 2 games of an NBA season, a total again of 90 big points. Finally, another one from the Thunder, this time defense to offense. 3 blue shirts swarming Siakam. Now Wiggins on the run, off to SGA. This is in double OT still. Gets, medyo tinamaan pa nga ni Shepard dun si SGA. Take a look at that. But some way, somehow, using the left. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing what he does best, finishing at the rim. Thunder beat the Pacers in double OT. 141-135. OKC now 2-0 to start the season. Strong start for the defending champs. Beth.
And before we go, more Pinoy athletes win medals from the Asian Youth Games in Bahrain. Kristen Aguila kicked off the Philippine Taekwondo team's campaign on a high note after claiming silver in the individual recognized Pumse event. The 15-year-old fell short against Iranian opponent Zainab Shairari of 124 to 120 in the gold medal match. Adidan Sereno nabbed bronze in the boys' individual freestyle category. Taking bronze as well are Nicole Tabucol and Crystal Carino in the girls' double division of Tekball. The teen duo defeated home bets Rawan Abdul Aziz and Fatima Albana 10-12, 12-10, and 14-12. The sports is quite similar to Sepak Takraw, but the players trade attacks on a curved table instead of getting the ball over a net. Earlier, the Philippines won its first gold courtesy of Kram Airam Carpio of Penchak Silat. Congratulations, of course, to all the medalists.
Galing, galing. At ang galing din ng pagbanggit ng mga...
Yun na naman tayo.
Yan na naman
Yan na
tayo.
naman
Eh,
tayo.
pero congratulations again to all the Filipino athletes sa ating youth games in Bahrain,
Yes.
Asian Youth Games, winning medals, as you said. Yan naman gusto natin eh. Because it also, di ba, Bey, yung gives them confidence.
It does.
Tapos tuloy-tuloy, eventually. Kasi dyan naman nagsisimula lahat eh.
Exactly.
Asian Youth Games, tas unti-unti, then sumabot kayo ng Olympics.
And it's great to see that, they're also getting the experience
Oo.
playing international as well, because that's what we need, of course.
Correct, correct. Kasi syempre, the more reps you face against international opponents, di ba, yung high level of competition,
Yes.
more confidence in for you, and keep on working on it. And hopefully, we will be reading your names pagdating ng Olympic Games. Manalo kayo ng medals like Heidelin Diaz and Carlos Yulo. That's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. Catch us again on Monday at 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News at Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
Happy weekend and advance happy birthday to Thomas
Yes,
Suarez.
happy
So,
birthday.
Tommy, ilan taon na si Tommy?
31.
121 eh, forever baby face. Happy birthday, Tommy. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Bea Escudero sitting in for Cheska Liton Galaw. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Happy weekend.